Hello my dear students, today we are going to take chapter 3, lesson 26 and 27, time to 5 minutes. Okay, here we are going to take how to tell time. We have two types of clock. The first type is the analog clock, like the picture on the left, and the second type is the digital clock, like the picture on the right. Okay, the analog clock has two hands. Okay, the short hand tells us the hours, the long hand tells us the minutes. Remember that the 1 hour equals 60 minutes, okay? And remember that AM means the morning, PM means afternoon or in the evening, okay? Now in the next page, here is a picture of the analog and digital clock, okay? Now we are going to have an example. Here, the two arms is on the 9, so we can read the clock as 8:45. And in the digital clock, we are going to write it 8:45. Okay. The next picture we have, it's 9 o'clock because the long arm is on 12. So when the long arm is on 12, we always say o'clock. Okay. And we can write it in the digital clock 9 and 00 beside it. Okay. In the third picture, we have the long arm on 3 and the short arm is on 9. So we can read the clock as 9:15. Okay, it will be 9:15. Remember that the long arm always tells us we can say to or past. Okay. Now in the next page, it takes 5 minutes for the minute hand to move from one number to the next number on a clock. Like the picture here. The red means 5 minutes. If it moves to the other number, it will be 10. If it moves to the other number, it will be 15. If it moves for the on the next number, it will be 20. Okay. Here is a picture of the analog clock. Inside the analog clock, we have the numbers from 1 to 12. It means the hours. And outside it we have the minutes. Okay, number 1 means 5 minutes, 2 10 minutes, 3 means 15 minutes, 4 means 20 minutes, 5 25, 6 30, 7 35, 8 40, 9 45, 10 50, 11 55, and 12, it means it completes the 1 hour. Okay, and we write it in 00 in the digital clock. Okay, now the time is here, the long arm is on 9 and the short arm is on 5. Okay, so it means that we are going to take to write the digital clock. Okay, we have to write the hours first. When the long arm in the 2, okay, we are going to take the number before. So the short arm is on 5, we are going to write 4, okay? And to write the minutes, we have to make the long arm times 5. So we are going to make 9 times 5, it will be 45. So the time is 4:45. Now, in the next page, we are going to solve the exercise in book page 61. Here we have the picture of some clocks. Okay, the first one, the long arm is on 6 and the short is on or between 4 and 5. 6 means the long arm is on the past. Okay, it's past. So we are going to write 4, the number before, and the long arm make it times 5. So 6 times 5 equals 30. So the time is 4:30. In the next picture, the long arm in the past, okay, it's on 2 and the short arm is on 10. So we are going to write the hours first. It will be 10 and the minutes. 2 times 5 equals 10, so the time is 10:10. The third picture, the long arm is on 4 and the short is on 9. So we are going to write the hours 9 and the long arm make the number times 5. So 4 times 5 equals 20. The fourth picture, the short arm is between 11 and 12. We are going to take the number before, so we are going to write 11. Okay, and the long arm times 5. So we are going to make 7 times 5 equals 35. Now in the next page, book page 62, here we have a picture of some clocks with the short arm only. Now we are going to put the long arm on any number and write it will be how many minutes. Okay, in round 1 we are going to draw the long arm on 3. So 3 means it's 15 minutes because we are going to make 3 times 5. So it means 15 minutes. Okay, so the time is 1:15. In the next picture we are going to draw the long arm on 5. So to get the minutes, make 5 times 5. So it will be 25. So the time is 2:25. In this round 3 we are going to put the long arm on 1. Okay, so 1 times 5 equals 5. So the time is 7:05. But remember, we can't write the 5 alone. We must put 0 before the 5 because the digital clock has 2 numbers in the minutes place. Okay, so we have to put 0 before the 5. Okay, round 4, the long arm is on 12, and on 12 it means o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock means 4 and double 0 beside it. The next one, the long arm is on 12, so it will be 10 o'clock. So it will be 10 and double 0 beside it. Okay, now in the next page, book page 63, here we have a challenge. Number 1, your mom puts muffins in the oven at 7. When you take them out, the clock looks like 7:30. Okay, how many minutes did it take to bake the muffins? 7 means the long arm is on 12, and here in the picture the arm moves from 12 to 6. So I want to know how to count the minutes. We said before that we are going to count by 5. Okay, each number means 5, so we are going to count by 5 from 12 to 6. Okay, it will be 30 minutes. Okay, in the next exercise, you leave school at 3, and when you get home the clock looks like this. It became 3:20. 3 o'clock means the long arm is on 12. Now it's standing on 4. How many minutes did it take you to walk home? We are going to count by 5. Okay, so it will be 20 minutes. Now in the next page, book page 64, reflect on what you have learned about telling time. Look at the analog clock below and the time that is recorded on the digital clock. Decide if the digital time is correct for the clock shown. If it is, explain why. If it is not, explain why and provide the correct time. Write your response in the box below. Look at the analog clock. The long arm is on 3 and the short is on 8. When we are going to write it, we are going to write 8 and what? Is it right to write 3? No, we said before that the minutes, we have to make the number times 5. So we can't write 3 only. We have to make 3 times 5 equals 15. So it will be 8:15. Okay? Okay? And sorry, we have another example up in the page. If it takes you 45 minutes to walk home from school and you leave at 3, what time will it be when you get home? Draw the time on the clock. Okay, 3 o'clock means that the time, the long arm is on 12. We count 45 minutes on the clock, so it will be, the long arm will be on 9. Okay, thank you for listening and see you next time.